Sweet, real stories, real people, real results. You're welcome to Speed Reading Short Break Series Day 21. Oh, it's been 21 days of talking speed reading for every single professional. Today we're switching things up and we'll be having the speed switch today, and we'll be having real people talk about the switch they have noticed in their life as they started using speed reading daily. And so it's the speed read, sweet speed switch. Yes. It's beginning from today. We'll be having people who have tasted speed reading from the Smart Speakers Academy and what impact it had made in their reading, made in their career, made the significance and the real results they've had in their own in their own lives, in their own professional life, of course. And today we have Chocolisha as the first person joining in right with Obi Best at the same time. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you to everybody. Happy holidays. Hope you're having fun. I am as well. I had to just take a little break to come up here to have this session with us. Hi Mark, I see you. Hello everybody. And the speed switch is here today, and let's hear from people who've had real impact. Let's hear from those who've had real stories, real results of how this has been for them. And today we'll be having Faithful joining in live all the way from the UK. Faithful is a health practitioner. She'll tell us her story herself. Once we see her, hi Susu, once we see her, Faithful will join in to share her stories. But how's it been? Speed Reading Short Break Series has been here for 21 days. Can you believe it? What did they say about doing something for 21 days again? We've been doing this for 21 days. Yes, we know, we got it. Once we see Faithful joining, she'll come share her story. But how's it been for you? For me personally, I have noticed that I have also grown a whole lot, done a lot more study, mastered my craft a whole lot more. And of course, it takes a lot of expertise to actually come to say, I want to have this conversation every single day live for 21 whole days. And I know that it's been amazing for you. The feedback has been there, the result has been there live, and it's been amazing. And we cannot even take away the fact that this is a real stuff that so many professionals are struggling with reading. You know, I was reading something today and it showed that passive reading will only give you 10%. 10%, interestingly. Sad story. Passive reading, when you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Oh, thank you, Chocolisha. So I'm sure that it's been a habit for you too. Okay, it's shown us that when you do something for 21 days, you become an expert. It becomes a habit for you. It becomes a real and live for you. So I was saying something that I saw something today about passive reading and active reading that I would love to share before Faithful, of course, comes in to join us, about passive reading and active reading. So the thing about passive reading is, if you are just doing passive reading, that's you just sit down, do the traditional reading, in 2 weeks, you just retain just 10%. You retain just 10% of that thing that you read. And the only reason is because you did passive reading. That's the only reason. It's because you did passive reading. You just sat down, but the way you were taught to read at age 6, you just did all of that. It is going to be 90% in 2 weeks will be gone. But then the shift comes with active reading. Of course, with reading with skill and system, you make your reading more active, more hands-on. You switch from barely moving from just the point of 10% to a whole 80% more, just by adding some more activity to that stuff that you were doing. So I want to advise you, while we're waiting for Faithful to join in live, that passive reading is good, is nice, but passive reading will only keep you at the point of just having 10% after 2 weeks. And yes, we have Faithful joining now. And Faithful will be sharing her real, right? Let us hear from her herself how this has been. Hi Faithful. Hey. Send out some love to her. Hello.
Good afternoon, Ma.
Hello.
You look amazing.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. You too. Thank you so much for joining us today, Faithful. And thank you for, yes, let's get right into it. Take us back, Faithful. So, Faithful is a nurse from the UK. Faithful, that's sending you loves. Hi, Grace Adeola. We see you. And I hope that we can be heard. I hope that you can hear and see us clearly. Please confirm in the comment section that you can see and hear us clearly. It seems like Faithful is a bit frozen on her end. Okay. Can you hear Faithful though? Can you hear Faithful? Can you confirm that you can hear Faithful? Hello, Ura. I see you, girlie. Oh, okay. Faithful, that's sending you love. Faithful, can you see and hear us though? It seems a bit frozen from my end. Please confirm, everybody, that you can see and hear Faithful loud and clear. Okay, so you are loud and clear. Okay, she's frozen. Oh, okay, Faithful, they say you are frozen. So maybe you want to log out and come back in. But today, network will not do nothing on us. Network has got nothing on us. Huh. Faithful, it's a bit frozen on your end. So I'm just trying to fix that and she will come back. So I was saying that there's a huge difference between passive reading and active reading. And that the difference is passive reading keeps your Faithful screen is frozen. Yes, I can see it. I can see. I'm sure she'll be trying to fix that. Passive reading keeps you at the point where all you can have, all you can have is probably okay. Okay, so it seems like Faithful has gone out to come back again. All right. So the difference is with active reading, you are more hands-on, your speed is higher. There are techniques and systems that are helping you keep whatever you are reading. So the loss or depreciation that happens as the time goes, which is common with passive reading, active reading takes that out of the radar. So it's a huge shift. It's a whole 80% difference. A whole, like when I saw it, I'm like, oh wow, a whole 80%. So for some people who say, oh, but I read, do I really need to learn speed reading? Yes, you do. Because it's the difference is the margin is wide. It's a whole 80% difference. You're reading passively at the way when I mean passive reading now, I mean the way you were taught to read at age 6. It was active at the time. It was great at the time because that was your stage, your age at the time. But as an adult who is now having other things to juggle at the same time, speed reading is what you now need. You need a lot of more active and hands-on reading to not stray in your mind when you're reading. So that's the major difference between speed reading and traditional reading. Okay, so what speed reading does for you is it takes away the passive nature of the reading you learned at age 6. That was you. So how does the method that you learned at that age stay relevant now that you are 46? Now that you are 36 or whatever age you are? And apart from the age, the busyness factor, the hustle and bustle of the professional life, the average professional life. You are an architect. You have to be at work for hours daily. You're juggling family. You're juggling so many other things that you have to do at the same time. There's little or no time to actually read. So you do not want to sacrifice your retention because you are trying to keep or stick to the old. Okay, so we have Faithful here. So let's see that we can have her back now. Hopefully the network will be better. Oh yeah. And network got nothing on us.
Nothing.
Oh, welcome back, Facebook. So first, quickly
Thank
introduce us and
you.
have the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you for having me, Coach. Thank you so much. So, I'm here today to talk a bit on how speed reading has really improved my life. I'm currently based in the UK. Before I moved, I used to be someone that loved to read a lot. But then I came to the UK, the busyness, the whole activities, trying to adjust to a new country was a different energy. And I just saw that I lost track of that reading ability or that reading habit. At first, it wasn't a big deal, but gradually I saw myself, I wasn't thinking as fast as I would. I wasn't being creative. There was so much lagging behind. And I did not actually attribute it to reading. I just felt, okay, adulthood, until I met Coach and we had the speed reading camp, introduction, induction, and all. And I think in January we started one book a week challenge. And we've got the boot camp where you can put your daily reviews of the book you are reading. Every Sunday you put the book and every day you put the reviews. And I would say this is June. From January till now, my God, the difference is 7 up. Like we say in local slang, the difference is clear. I am more intentional with my life. I am more creative. I know when Coach was teaching us during the induction day, she said it's not even just about you reading, that you will read to the point where you start creating. And I think about 2 weeks ago, I saw that manifesting in my life where I am reading a book and just one sentence from the book, there is, it's like I'm starting my own conversation from where the author stopped in that book, a whole different conversation. Another thing this community has helped me achieve is it has helped me manage my time. I now give priority to the right things. Where some conversations, she won't see me there anymore because I'll just tell myself, why do I need to be talking when I have books on my phone? I can just be reading. And it's so beautiful that I started with like one book a week. I never believed I could achieve it. Sometimes there was a day, let me even, Coach, there was a day I went to work without a book, and a colleague was like, "Where is your book?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, so you people are noticing." Like, are you really joking? So you can take note of this thing. I was like, "It's in my bag because I've not brought it out." She said, "Okay, because you always come with book." Instead of those conversations that will not add to my life, I just read. And gradually I saw myself move, I think around March, thereabout, I moved from reading one book a week to reading 2 books. Yeah, yeah. To reading 2 books. And with speed reading, I saw myself moving from the person who would drag. I would read one book for more than a month. Sometimes 2 months, I'm still reading one book. I'll read one chapter for 2 weeks and you're not getting the flow. And one thing that you said during our induction that stuck to me was even if you read a chapter and you don't understand what the author is saying in that very chapter, don't worry, keep going because the person will repeat what he or she has said somewhere later in the book, or the person will make a summary that will make that thing you think you've not understood make sense, better sense. So it's really been helpful. And like I said, 2 weeks ago, I saw myself starting a journey of actually writing my own books, and I was like, okay, this is working, this is real, this is intentional. And I've even started influencing those around me. My friend is Adiola. I've started influencing them. Come and read. Let's read. Let's
Yes,
read.
I saw Adiola.
Yeah. Let's read. It's been helpful. And I think one thing I would say to anyone watching right now who is not yet in the boot camp, my dear, you are missing. Sir, ma, you are missing a lot. A whole lot. Your creativity span comes alive. You you see yourself being extremely creative. You see yourself, in fact, you realize that there's no box whatsoever. And one beauty reading has taught me, and then mastering the art of speed reading is you tend to learn from people's experience. I know we hear experience is the best teacher, is the best teacher, and I'm like, I don't have to experience it. Why not I read a book written by Coach Grace and learn from my experience and run with it. Why do I want to go through the journey again? So that's one thing book could do for you. And then you now have speed reading, where you can pick a book on finance and in 1 week you are done with it. By the next month, your financial life will be sparking. You'll be making more intentional decisions. So if you're not with the book bingers club right now, what are you waiting for? You've got to register. You need to register. Register. It's for your own good. There's accountability there, there's community setting. Everything you are looking for is there. And no pressure. You just see another beautiful part soon. If you are bored, let me even give that expo. If you are bored, that is a good place to go and rest. Just be playing voice notes because from everybody's book you will have something to learn. So if you think you are bored, instead of scrolling social media, just come there and listen. Before you listen to 10 voice notes, you have picked something, you have learned something, and you are
Awesome.
enjoying
Faithful, faithful.
it.
You're giving out the whole book. We just look at what's the word. Calm down.
Thank you.
Wow. Awesome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for sharing, Faithful. Thank you for joining
Thank
me.
you, man.
Here's
Thank you, thank you,
something
thank you. Thank
something
you.
also. So Faithful is a book binger. So mostly
Yeah.
you're hearing her refer to the booth. It's called the Book Bingers Booth. It's the inner circle program of the Smart Speakers Academy. That's a yearly program. So when you join in, it runs for a year. So Faithful is referring to when she joined in January. And so she noticed that by the time she had joined in January, by March, I believe, she
Yeah,
did mention that
yeah,
she was
much.
already doing 2 books.
Yeah.
That's impressive. So that's the power of speed reading. Now I know that Faithful, you're a nurse in the UK. You are busy. You're a full-time health professional in the UK with a
Yeah.
tight schedule.
Yeah.
What made you even consider joining the speed reading program? What made you consider considering speed reading and thinking of actually going on this journey?
Out like I said in the beginning, for others, maybe they don't like reading. Me, I naturally love reading, but I kept saying I was too busy. So I may pick a book and there was no accountability. That was one. There was no accountability. I kept emphasizing on how busy I was. There was no time, no time, no time. But when I met you, I read your book and I realized actually I have time. I
Mm,
just have not prioritized my time intentionally.
mm,
So with joining the booth, I after reading your book, I realized, okay, this is a place for me. Number one, I know the accountability will be there. And then I realized I can learn how to re-strategize my plan.
mm,
My time, sorry, my time. And I can be in the bus as a guest when I'll be in the bus, screen social media or making random call. I can use that time, that travel time to read 2 chapters of a book.
mm,
And I also joined because I wanted to increase my thinking
mm,
capacity. I wanted to think above the level I am currently thinking. The way I
mm,
was thinking in January definitely is not the way I'm thinking now. Even
mm,
my behavior, my attitude, everything has been affected.
mm,
Funny enough, my lifestyle, my way of dressing, every single thing, that's what reading just helps you
mm,
acquire. So that's
mm.
one of the reasons why I joined.
Awesome, awesome. Hmm. Reading so now you see why the whole framework of the Smart Speakers Academy is a chain,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I have seen that smart reading will lead you to smart thinking, which will
Mm-hmm.
result in smart speaking. You've heard it from Faithful. The moment she started reading smartly, it affected how she began to think,
Mm-hmm.
and it began to show in how she spoke. Now, I know that, of course, people are taking the smart speaking course and all of it, but reading brought that to light. It brought it to light, like she has said. I mean, it now showed in everything she began to do. Faithful, I'd love to ask you this question. Is there a misconception that you had about speed reading before you started? And what is that truth that you have now discovered that you're now living? If there was a misconception, or do you think that there is one that people are living with?
I think for me, it was the ideology of reading very fast, like you won't assimilate.
Hmm.
People believe you have to read slowly, you have to go back, go again, go back, go again. But with being in this community, I came to realize no. you can actually read and read fast and deeply understand. You don't have to drag your feet with it. And also, the faster you read, you are challenging your brain to move at a faster pace.
The faster you read, you are challenging your brain to move at a faster pace. I call it moving your brain to think like a god.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
exactly.
It's at that point that you actually can create. It's at that point that creation now becomes something at your fingertips. It's at that point that you begin to think smartly. You don't think like the average person anymore. You are
At
now
all.
into your corners.
At all.
And that's why I took my time to actually study most of the most creative people on this earth. And I discovered that check their history. Even the AI developers that are creating those apps and tools that people are wasting in quotes.
They are
In
king.
quotes. People are taking so much time on, those people are thinkers. I read about the brain behind the ChatGPT app, and I was like, wow. And someone is thinking it's a waste of time to be any little thing, let's go to ChatGPT. And now I'm not criticizing the app, yeah, it's such a great assistant, it's helping a lot of people. But I'm saying that if AI is going to damage NI, so when I say NI, I'm talking about natural intelligence, or even SI, spiritual intelligence, which of course it's a bigger one,
A
it's a
different
different
topic.
conversation. But if it's going to damage it, then something is going wrong. There's always a difference. Even with a person who comes into using AI with NI and SI, there's a difference. Huge difference. Okay. So that misconception has been there. People have always said that. They've always said, oh, what's reading fast? Won't win this comprehension. Won't win. Nah, it doesn't. You've heard it from
It
Facebook.
doesn't.
It
No, it
doesn't
doesn't.
at all. Okay, people I love to ask, were there any moment you wanted to quit or you doubted the process? And if there was, what actually helped you push through?
I wouldn't say there was a moment I wanted to quit or doubt the process, but there were things that sustained the process over the last, I would say, 6 months or 5 months plus going. It's the daily content you post on the group, the daily motivation. I know there was a month we did food for the brain, and I was like, okay, so there is food that can help you.
Brain
So
food
there are
challenge.
food that can actually help you boost your brain cells and make you more productive and all. So it's actually a plus for us. It's not just, oh, come and gather and read and all that. It's that um extra effort you put in, daily Bible verses, motivations that come with it, daily encouragement. It just gives that we are not here to be silent. We are not here to be quiet. We are here to achieve. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So the motivation is there constantly from you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So the structure of again, the book we just put in the system that we created from a struggle I had. I had struggled for a very long time. So like I created with the professional in mind, the professional that I was, that I suffered from. So it's created in a way. So it's not just come and be like you said, it's not just be come and be in a community. Every single month is structured. There's a thing for the month, there's a structure for the month, like she rightly said. So May was the brain food challenge month, and that's what she's referring to. They are brain foods, actually. Let's not go there. Come on, don't make it. All right, people, I would love to ask for the busy professionals listening to you now that feel like they are distracted, they are too tired, or too late. Where do we even begin from? What do you have to say to them? Because you are busy.
Uh,
Being a health professional in the UK is no free easy task.
I would say you are in the right place. Whether you're on this live or you watch this video later, you have met the right source, and it's not too late. You are not. You don't look at the time you have wasted. You can start now. You can start now. There is something coach would always say: if you are too busy to read, you are too busy for your life. So there is no business you currently have that you can't take out. There is something you can actually take out from your life to infuse the habit of reading. There is always something. If you sit down, really assess your life, you realize there is something that can go for that reading to come in, because reading will give you a higher priority. And then you have the platform already, you have the system, you have the support. Just do your payment, register, and boom, start reading.
Thank
So you're not late,
you.
you're on track.
Okay, so the Spirit Reading Masterclass comes up in a
12
few
days.
days. Yes, this is June 9th. It's in 12 days, 11 days.
Mhm.
June 20th, the Spirit Reading Masterclass will be here. And if you want to register for that class, you've heard it, that speed reading is real. It's possible. Faithful has even left us. In our inner circle, we're doing one book 1 week. Faithful is doing 2 books a week. I don't understand Faithful. She has left us, she's moving because she encountered speed reading.
Yeah,
Okay, so one decision you want to make is to register for the speed reading masterclass
honestly,
and
honestly.
just jump in already. So Faithful, before you go, one last question. If you had to sum up your experience with speed reading in one sentence, what would it
Mm. I would say it has been transformational for me.
be?
Extremely transformational,
Mm,
all round transformation. I'm more intentional, I'm more patient, I'm more goal focused. I
mm,
have healthy time management habits now.
mm.
It's just been transformational, all round transformational.
Awesome.
And I'm grateful.
Transformational. I'm
Yeah.
sure that you also want that transformation for yourself. You want to send us a DM, you want to register for the spirit. It's just 2
Yeah.
hours that day, June 20th. 2 hours, and you're going to get this transformation in your life as well. Yes, I can see Book be just write in the comment
A
section.
day
A day without
without
reading is a
reading is
waste.
a wasted day.
We cannot be dragged for that sentence. We're
Hmm.
saying it,
Hmm.
everything
Hmm.
in us. A day without reading is a
It's
wasted
wasted.
day. Thank you so much, Faithful. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Nice
We'll have to
having you.
let you
Yeah.
go now. It's been
All
a very
right.
nice.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Work. Thank you. Enjoy your day, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, so the Spirit Reading Masterclass is that class you need to jump into already. See, it's possible. It's no myth, it's no fallacy, it's no one quick way someone wants to get your money from you. It's absolutely not. You want to join the Spirit Reading Masterclass, put in the comment section speed, and a team member will reach out to you now and get you registered for that class. In a few days, that price will be off. But currently, the Speed Reading Masterclass is for $19,999. That's all you have to pay to get this skill. As for our inner circle, you want to join in, send a DM if you want to join the inner circle, the book bingers booth, where that Faithful kept on referring to. So Faithful has been with us since January, and it's been an amazing time. So one thing we do in our inner circle program is, of course, we give the signature speed reading class and then induction systems and everything there for book bingers to run with. But you want to join the speed reading masterclass already, right away. Send speed, put in the comment section. See, speed reading is no deceit, it's no fallacy, it's not fake, it's real. Tomorrow we're having another book bingers join us for the speed suite on the speed reading short break series. Some book bingers will also come to share with us how it's been transformational for them, how the speed switch happened, how they moved from reading at the pace where they were reading when they were 6, when they were children, to the point of reading more words at a time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you again, Faithful, for joining us. And I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Speed Reading Short Break series. You're not following this page? Why not? Follow this page, turn on notification, and every single day we give you tips to help you achieve smart reading, smart thinking, and of course, smart speaking. I am Leslie Chris, the founder of the Smart Speakers Academy, and it's such an honor to have you thus far. I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. This is the Smart World.